1 week after her wedding, she saw her husband's face on an obituary banner, and what she discovered next changed everything. When Sophie married Daniel, everyone said she was lucky.
Girl, you are so
he was
lucky.
calm,
So
gentle, and kind. The kind of man every woman prayed for. He listened more than he spoke, never raised his voice, and loved her in a quiet, steady way. But her mother was not satisfied with Daniel's calmness. She felt Daniel was hiding a secret.
Does he have no family? When are we going to see his people?
Mama, he said he is an orphan and that he has no family.
But what about his friends? At least he must know somebody, and somebody must know him.
Daniel is just perfect for me.
But sometimes, people who seem perfect are hiding something heavy. At first, Sophie ignored it. Everyone has a past they don't always want to share. But as the days went by, she began to notice small things. Daniel had no old friends, no childhood stories, no family photos. It was almost as if his life only started the day she met him. One day, she asked him about his past. He smiled, then gently changed the subject.
I need to meet
That
them.
was the moment she knew
Where do you want to spend a holiday?
something wasn't
Paris
right.
or Dubai? What's your choice?
But she ignored it.
Paris sounds
1 month after their wedding, Sophie traveled alone to attend a burial in a nearby town. The air felt heavy, and the graveyard was older than she expected. It was quiet, too quiet. As she walked past the street, something made her stop. Her heart skipped, because right in front of her was a face she knew on an obituary banner which read, "The passing of our beloved brother, Daramola Adebayo." She looked closely, hoping she was mistaken. But she wasn't. It was real. This was the man she had married. How could his face be on this obituary banner? Her hands began to shake as she stepped closer. But the name on the banner was not Daniel. It read, Daramola Adebayo, died 3 years ago. Sophie froze. If this man was dead, then who had she married? That night, she couldn't sleep. The image from the banner refused to leave her mind. When she got back to Lagos, she met her husband at home. She was shocked and confused, but couldn't hold back anymore. When Daniel walked into the room, she turned to him slowly, her voice low but firm.
Who are you?
Who are you? The room fell silent. Daniel seemed confused by the question. He laughed nervously and asked, "What's going on?" Sophie asked again, "Who are you? I really need to know who you are." He sat down quietly and took a deep breath. Still confused, he said, "Babe, what's going on? I'm your husband." Sophie replied, "I saw you on an obituary banner saying you died 3 years ago. The name was different, but the face was yours." Daniel's eyes widened. At last, the secret he had kept for years was out. The room felt heavy. Sophie waiting for his response. Please do me a favor. Kindly subscribe to this channel for free. You can also like and share, as it is also free. Use the comment box below if you believe that ghosts truly exist. Now, back to our story. "The man in that grave," he said slowly, "was my brother, my twin brother." Sophie's heart began to race. "My name is not Daniel," he continued. "It's Danielare." He paused, choosing his words carefully.
3 years ago, my brother
3 years
Daramola was
ago,
killed.
my brother
But the people who
Daramola
killed him
was
thought they had
killed.
me.
But the
I was
people
their
who
target.
killed him thought they
I
had
witnessed
killed
some
me.
men assassinating an
I was
innocent
their
man in
target.
my office. But
I
unfortunately,
witnessed some
they
men
saw my face and tried
assassinating
to kill
an
me because I
innocent
was the
man
only
in my
witness
office.
to the murder.
But
They
unfortunately,
were after
they
me.
saw my
And
face
when they
and
realized
tried
their
to
mistake,
kill
I
me
knew they
because
would come
I
back.
was
But
the only
unfortunately,
witness to the
they saw
murder.
my face and tried to kill
Sophie's
me because I was
breath
the
caught.
only witness to the murder.
They were after me,
me.
he said quietly.
And
And when they realized their mistake,
I knew
they would come back. He looked at her, his voice softer now. "Not just for me, but for anyone close to me." Sophie felt a chill run through her. So I disappeared, he continued. I buried my name and became someone else. He swallowed hard. Not to lie, but to survive. Silence filled the room. Then I met you, he said softly. And for the first time, I wanted to stop running. Sophie stepped back, her mind racing, her heart torn between fear and something deeper. Everything suddenly felt uncertain. But when she looked into his eyes, she didn't see a stranger. She saw the man she loved. Slowly, she stepped closer and reached for his hand. You should have told me, she whispered. Then after a pause, she added softly, because now I'm part of this too. He looked at her, surprised, but she didn't let go. Because sometimes the truth is not about fear, it's about understanding. And sometimes love means choosing to stay, even when the truth scares you. Because not every secret is meant to hurt you. Some are meant to protect you. Sophie sat alone, thinking deeply about everything Daniel had told her. Could it be connected to the murder of her late father? Her father had been a politician for years. He was getting close to achieving his dreams when his life and political ambitions were suddenly cut short. As she remembered everything, tears rolled down her eyes. She went back to Daniel to ask him some questions. What do you remember about the night of the assassination? She asked. Daniel hesitated. He was reluctant to speak about it because he never wanted to relive the past or involve her in it. I don't want you to go back there or get involved, he said quietly. Please, can we let this go? Sophie shook her head. No, we can't. The man involved in that incident is my father. Daniel's eyes widened and he began to shake. Immediately, everything he had tried to forget for the past 3 years came rushing back. Sophie explained how her father died and how the police had been working on the case for years without success. One thing was certain. The police knew there had been a witness, but they believed the witness had been killed. That was why the case had been abandoned. She looked at him firmly. Daniel, you are the witness and you must help me get justice for my father's death. We are in this together. At first, he refused because that meant exposing himself and his family to danger again. He wasn't ready to go through the pain of losing a loved one again. It was a very difficult moment for him. He never imagined the case would ever be reopened. Daniel tried his best to talk Sophie out of the idea of revisiting the case, but Sophie was adamant and refused to listen. She felt Daniel was being selfish and unwilling to help. But he loved Sophie deeply, and because of that, he was willing to help her.
Don't worry.
Together,
Justice
they
will be served
returned to the
accordingly.
police
Do not
station
withhold
and
any
told
useful
the full
information from
story.
us as soon as you
The
remember.
case was
We
reopened.
promise to reveal all
With
useful
Daniel's
information.
testimony and Sophie's determination, the assassins were finally arrested. They confessed and revealed who sent them. Chief Agbaje was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. And in the end, the truth that once tore their lives apart became the very thing that brought justice and bound them together forever.
The moral of the story teaches us that not every secret is meant to harm us. Sometimes people hide painful truths, not because they want to deceive others, but because they are trying to survive or protect the people they love. It also reminds us that love is not just about accepting someone's perfect side, but also understanding the fears, scars, and burdens they carry. True love requires trust, honesty, and the courage to face difficult truths together. In the end, we'll learn that judging someone without knowing their full story can lead to misunderstanding, because behind some secrets are sacrifice, pain, and survival. I hope you do enjoy this story. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time, stay safe.